Howdy, folks! Welcome to my woodshop where we're about to embark on a journey of sawdust, sweat, and the sweet satisfaction of building something with your own two hands. In this video, we'll be covering the fundamentals that'll take you from fumbling beginner to confident craftsman. Whether you're building a birdhouse or a bookshelf, these skills are the foundation upon which woodworking masterpieces are built. And speaking of masterpieces, click the link in the description to get 50 free step-by-step woodworking project plans. You'll find detailed, step-by-step plans perfect for both beginners and experts alike. Now, let's get down to business. The first skill we'll tackle is measuring and marking. This is the bedrock of any woodworking project. Without accurate measurements, your project will be destined for the scrap pile. Measure twice, cut once. Use a high-quality measuring tape and a sharp pencil. Avoid pens; they bleed into the wood grain. Even the smallest discrepancy can snowball into a major headache. A speed square is your best friend. Make sure your cut lines are perpendicular. A crooked cut can throw off the entire project. Now, let's make some sawdust. Now that we've got our measurements down pat, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite part: cutting wood. First up, we have saws. There are more types of saws than there are ways to grill a steak, but for the beginner, I recommend starting with a handsaw and a circular saw. A handsaw is great for making precise cuts, while a circular saw is your go-to for breaking down larger pieces of lumber. Next, we have chisels. These are essential for cleaning up cuts, shaping wood, and even chopping out joinery. A good set of chisels is worth its weight in gold. Now, when it comes to using these tools, safety and technique are paramount. Always wear safety glasses, and when using power tools, hearing protection is a must. When cutting with a saw, let the tool do the work. Don't force it. Apply even pressure and guide the saw along your cut line. And remember, measure twice, cut once. Mastering these tools takes time and practice. The key is to be patient, learn from your mistakes, and always strive to improve your skills. Chapter 3: Joining the Ranks. Mastering woodworking joinery. Now that you've got the hang of measuring, marking, and cutting, let's move on to the heart of woodworking joinery. This is where your project truly starts to take shape, where pieces of wood come together to form something strong, lasting, and beautiful. We'll start with the classics: dovetail joints. These interlocking joints are a testament to craftsmanship and have been used for centuries in fine furniture making. They're strong, aesthetically pleasing, and a sure sign of a skilled woodworker. Next up, we have mortise and tenon joints. Another stalwart of traditional woodworking, these joints are known for their strength and durability. From chairs and tables to bed frames and doors, the mortise and tenon joint has stood the test of time. For beginners, there's a simpler method: the pocket hole joint. Pocket hole joinery allows you to create strong, hidden joints using a specialized jig and screws. No matter which joinery method you choose, remember that practice makes perfect. And don't be afraid to experiment. Woodworking is all about trial and error. Chapter 4: Sanding and Finishing. The Zen and the Art of Woodworking. You've measured, you've cut, you've joined. Now it's time to add that final touch of finesse: sanding and finishing. This is where your project truly comes to life. Sanding may seem tedious, but it's worth the effort. Start with a coarser grit sandpaper to remove imperfections. Work your way up through finer grits, sanding with the grain. Your wood should feel smooth as a baby's bottom. Now, for the finishing touch, literally. Choosing the right finish can make or break your project. A good finish will protect and enhance your wood. For a natural look, use linseed oil or tung oil. For durability, consider polyurethane or lacquer. Follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Use a high-quality brush and apply thin, even coats. Chapter 5. Safety first, because Band-Aids don't grow on trees. Now, before we wrap up this woodworking journey, we need to talk about something crucial: safety. Woodworking is a rewarding hobby, but it's important to remember that tools are just tools. They don't discriminate between wood and flesh. So let's make sure you keep all your fingers intact, all right? First and foremost, always wear safety glasses. I don't care if you're just sanding a small piece of wood. Those tiny particles can do some serious damage to your eyes. And when using power tools, hearing protection is non-negotiable. Speaking of power tools, treat them with respect. Never use a tool if you're tired, distracted, or have had a few too many beers. Always unplug your power tools before changing blades or making adjustments. And never ever force a tool. If it's not cutting smoothly, stop and figure out why. Keep your work area clean and organized. Sawdust is flammable, so make sure you clean up regularly. Finally, use common sense. If something feels unsafe, it probably is. Well, folks, there you have it. 5 essential woodworking skills to set you on the path to crafting your own masterpieces. Remember, woodworking is a journey, not a destination. Take your time, enjoy the process, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Now go forth and create something beautiful. The possibilities are endless. Just remember, safety first, measure twice, and always use the right tool for the job.